Good afternoon. Imagine uprooting yourself from all that you know, your family, your friends, your homeland, and your blossoming career, and doing it all for love. Imagine trading in a life of unimaginable luxury for one infinitely more luxurious. Can you? Because I can't. Yet with me today I have a young lady who did just that. A princess forced to sleep on a pea, forced to curtsy to the Queen, forced to dress in lavish gowns and show up and show off at events. Every fortnight she would literally be compelled to attend a lavish celebration, subjected to hordes of adoring fans screaming her name. Welcome, Meghan. Tell me your truth, however untrue it may be. Well, it's love. I mean, you said it. Love.
Sorry, if I can
I
just
love
jump in a
Harry.
sec there, Meghan.
Of course.
Thanks. There's been a torrent of rumours, vicious rumours, being spread on the right-wing press and through social media via memes. And the implication seemed to be is that you married Harry for his title, and you wouldn't have fallen in love had he have been, say, a construction worker from Huddersfield. So can we just get that cleared up? Is it true? Would you still love Harry, who's just a ginger chap from Huddersfield working in construction?
Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up. I wouldn't want anyone at home to think I wasn't holding you to account. So, tell me, Meghan, what do you want to get out of this interview today? What do you want to achieve?
Well, I want to be able to, get my side of the story out, because I wasn't able to say the things I wanted to say when I was, in the firm. But most of all, I suppose I want to get Piers Morgan fired.
Why don't you tell me what it was like living in the royal household?
Racist comes to mind if you ask me what it was like in the royal family household, because, if I attended a meeting, a gathering, whatever, Prince Philip would nearly always ask me to get him a glass of water, or he would inquire as to which country I came from, or did I enjoy working at the palace. And I suppose the joke was that, as a person of color, I shouldn't really be in the family, but should be working for the family, if you get what I mean.
He really said that to you?
Of course not. Not at all. Can you imagine? But it always felt like he was saying those things, like the feeling I had. He'd pretend not to be saying those racist things by actually saying things like, you look really nice today, Meghan, and is Harry looking after you?
The perfect ruse.
Yeah, right? Like, even if he was just saying those things, that's not okay either. How sexist is that? What? Nice dress? Well, like, I'm supposed to be that pretty little thing in a dress where the men talk? Or is Harry looking after me? Jeez.
Hardly believe what I'm hearing, Meghan. I suppose they saw you as a disruptor, did they? Disrupting convention. I suppose they never tried to learn from you.
No, and that's one of the hardest things, because I came in presuming they'd be prepared to surrender, like, centuries of custom and tradition and, replace it by embracing the conveniently nebulous concepts and the beautiful complexity of wokeism. But they didn't.
You're a brave girl. You're safe here. Let's talk a little bit about your living quarters. What sort of suite did you have in Buckingham Palace or Windsor Castle? Where was it? Was it in line with your prestige?
I wasn't in a castle or a palace. They put me in a cottage.
What?
Yeah.
A cottage?
I know, right?
Oh, Meghan, please tell me this cottage had some kind of attractive sounding name at least.
Frogmore.
Wow. They put you, Meghan Markle, minor actress in a third-rate legal drama, and co-star of a number of appalling straight-to-TV films in a cottage.
Look, I don't want to badmouth the royal family. They're my family now. And I love them dearly, like I love all people, races, colors, genders, sexualities. But they did make me feel like some tart from LA.
Rather than a wise sage sent down to us in the puffy clouds of a Disney sky.
Or like the talentless floozy from the tasteless side of Hollywood.
And not the one true princess of the United Kingdom, living in a castle where you belong. Now, most of the people at home watching this will know that when it comes to wealth inequality, I wanted to destroy that by communising everything. But even in my world, you'd be in a castle, Meghan.
I'll be honest, I'm not bothered about titles or palaces or trivial things like that. What I really wanted to do is help perpetuate a narrative of compassion around the globe. And I'd be honest, I can probably do that better with a royal title. I mean, I'm looking, I believe, in equality. But if I can use my inequality to bring about more equality in others that aren't me, I think that's a good thing, And I just can't bear seeing examples of inequality around me. It is me. And what upsets me most is that Archie hasn't got a title.
You mentioned before we came out, Meghan, that a number of the members of the royal family were using terms about Archie, certain terms that were maybe bigoted, but you never actually said what these terms were. Would you enlighten us now?
Yeah, I mean, they seemed hell-bent on conditioning Archie into a gender stereotype before he's even old enough to know what all the genders available are. And, I don't want to be a mom who forces a trans male or demi-boy or a pangender to live as a cis male.
Pangender. Sorry, remind me?
It's a vast and diverse multiplicity of genders that can expand infinitely all at once or over time.
In fact, I think I should have a good hard look at myself for not remembering that. By forgetting pangenders, I'm contributing to the bigotry against them.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, Meghan.
At least you listen.
Before we bring Harry in, I just want to touch on something else. Exactly how much did you know about Harry before you first met him in person?
No, I had absolutely no idea who Harry was. The first time I met him was on the blind date.
Did you know about Prince Charles or Princess Diana?
Well, of course I knew who Diana was. I mean, I'd read her autobiography. And yeah, I knew Charles, future king.
And did you know that they had any children?
Yeah, they had 2 boys, if I remember, 2 cis males.
So you knew Prince Charles, you knew about Princess Diana, you knew they had 2 children, but you had no idea who Harry was. When you first met him, you didn't think, oh my God, it's Prince Harry.
True.
You know what? People are going to find that really hard to believe, and I don't know why.